good tutorial which you can teach your kids on how they can be engaged during the holidays. And so I welcome you to my YouTube, and I request that you may subscribe so that you may be able to learn more ideas on how you can teach your kids to, or rather engage your kids also during holidays when they've completed their homework or they're bored from doing their homework. This is a way which you can involve your kids in the house, and you're very sure that by the end of the day you'll not have wasted anything, their time. So we are going to make a simple necklace. It's a simple way to make a necklace using beads. I'm going to be using brown beads and gold, and this one is a mixture of gold and brown. So I just want to mix the three. They are the smallest beads, the medium size, and the bigger ones. So I want to see the outcome of it. So let's enjoy the tutorials, and I hope you'll practice this. So what you need the beads, you need a fishing line. This is a fishing line. For this tutorial you're going to use a fishing line, and then you have the closures. So to start, make a knot in one of your at the end of the fishing line, as I've made this side. Make a knot. I've made a knot. So after you've made the knot, you take one of the smallest beads, and put into, ensure that the other end is a bit smooth. So if not smooth, you can cut using your scissors. So here is a bead. So then take the male or the female of the closure and put at the end. See? So the little bead is inside, so it helps the fishing line not to come out. So we can begin. So I'll be doing a pattern on this necklace involving the very small beads. You can put 5 of the small beads. So they're very small, so you have to be careful on how to use them. So you can put some on your hand like this, then you count 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, like that. Then the brown one, you can put 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. You see? Then again the smaller ones, turn on your hands, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're using these small beads, it's recommended you use the fishing line rather than thread, because the fishing line is firm and can be able to get into the holes without problems. So I'll count 5 again for the bigger ones. There we go, 5 of them. You see the pattern? Yes. Then I go again to get 5 smaller ones. 1, 2, 3. 3. One more. Those are 5. And big ones. You realize putting the smaller ones, it's quite hectic. So that calls for lots of concentration. And as I had mentioned in my previous video, working with bead helps improve the concentration of your child. So this is not just benefiting your child by ensuring that they are engaged during the day, but also they increase their concentration, which is translated in their academics as well. So it's a good way, and probably you have a hyper kid whose hyperactivity levels are high. It can also help to lower the hyperactivity, because the concentration required into it brings in the concentration into order. So I'll put in the smaller ones, 5 again. These big ones I intend to put almost in the middle, so don't be in a hurry. Let's do this together for our benefit of our kids. You can see the pattern. It's coming out well. Huh? It's a simple, very simple way to make a necklace, but the outcome is good. So 5 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, we go to our smaller ones. The advantage with this is the fact that all these are readily available in the market. You can easily get the beads from the Maasai market. They are usually Maasai markets held on different days in town and in the mall, so you can Google and see the days, or rather you can get them from Kariako or beads shop in town. There are various bead shop in town along River Road. There's one called Derrit. There's another called Court Beads. Those are the two shops that you can go and get the beads from. You see, coming out well. So the beads are readily available and cheap as well. They're not expensive. You can for this very small beads, for this such a packet, the last I checked was I think 50 bob, and you see how many there are. And such a packet for the brown beads is also more or less the same price, maybe a difference of 30 shillings. For the bigger beads, they sell a pack of 5 for 50, no, 10 of them for 50 bob. So each bead is 5 bob. So basically, these are beads that you're able to get with least amount of money, and of course you'll need a scissor, a roll of fishing line, such you can get with less than 100 bob. So it's pretty cheap. Now this is what I've done. So I want to now start adding this. So I'll input 3 of the smaller beads. Now let me just do 5 to maintain the pattern. 5 of the smaller beads, then the bigger one. Those are 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I put in, let me see, bigger one. Just want to be sure that the smaller beads will not go through. Now that I've seen some of the smaller beads are going through the bigger bead, what I'll need to do is I can put one of the bigger beads like this to separate the smaller ones from the biggest bead. The reason why I've added that one bigger bead like that is to ensure that these smaller beads don't get in. Then I can do the 5 smaller ones again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again the 5 bigger ones. This time round I can do 3, so that it's not far much apart from each other. And I do the 5, so that the bigger beads are not far much apart from each other. So just being creative with the beads to see what comes out. The good thing with beads, even when they are abstract, as in they do not follow any given pattern, still the outcome is good. You see, like that. So I put one bigger one to allow the smaller bead not to get in between disappear between the bead. Then another big one. Continue the process. Now looking at these will advise us how long I want my. This actually can be a middle bead, just to make a small, a shorter necklace. So I add some smaller beads, 5 of them. Beadwork is quite addictive, and if you're used to working with beads, the probability of being an addict is very high, which for me it's a plus, because it makes you look forward to doing something new with the beads. So it's a good thing when you get used to them. So, and the earlier you're able to teach your kid to work with the beads, the better. And probably what I will want to mention, it's not everyone who has a passion of the beads, for the beads. Not everyone actually. I've been working with beads for quite some time, and despite staying with my sisters, none of them have got the same interest as me. So it's these cannot work for every kid, so do not push it on those that do not like it. But for those who have got the passion for them, you can encourage them to do this. It's fun. It's fun and keeps you on toes, because you have to concentrate fully to be able to, if for instance you're following a straight pattern, you have to concentrate fully for you to be able to get to that pattern you want. So it calls for a lot of concentration, which I believe at the end of the day translates to your ability to work on things in a good way, because your concentration levels are high. So it's this is a good challenge for your kid or kids during the holiday, because however slow, like now me, I'm able to work on them within a short period, because I've been doing this for long. For your child, it might take long for one to complete one, which it's a good challenge. It's a good challenge, and at the end of the day, they have something to show. I believe in giving results and showing what I've been doing. So I'm the kind of person that by the end of the day I want to look back and review the day. What have I done? Do I have something to show? And with this, if you inculcate that behavior in your child, they'll grow up knowing that the need of showing results, as in the need of being accountable for their time. What have they done before the end of the day? Do they have something to show, or was it a wasted day? As in, can they say they did something with the time they had during the day? So it's a good thing to make your kids accountable. That's the challenge. So and with it, at least your kid will not spend the entire day watching TV or playing, so they can have time to play, time to watch, and time as well to do something constructive. So we continue the pattern like this. You can see the outcome. I'm liking what I'm seeing, and I believe the outcome at the end of it will be good. It's a shorter, it's quite a short it's quite a short video, but with good results. So let's do this together. Let's do this together. Also at such a period where there are lots of rains and kids are forced to stay indoor because they can't get out to go and play, this can keep them busy. This can keep them busy. Yeah, we're almost done. So it's important to keep checking your pattern so that you don't exceed what you had done the other side. So like now I have only two steps to go. Two steps to go. And this is another way that can help you pick the beads. That. I believe we'll be doing the last step now. The last one for the smaller beads. There we go. I can now try and see whether we get. Yeah, we did. So after completing like that, you take the other part, the female, reduce the male, the female part of the closure. You input the fishing line in, and you pick one smaller bead like this, put in, ensure it gets inside the closure, like that. You can see. Then you tie a knot like that. That knot can come out. So that you can cut the excess fishing line like that. And then screw back there. There you go. There goes.